Hello, welcome back for another story reading. This book's called Dear Santa by Amy Husband. Dear boys and girls, it's my favourite time of year again. I'm writing to find out what you would like for Christmas. The most important thing to remember is that you must be very, very good. I hear about everything you do on the parent hotline, and naughty boys and girls won't be getting any presents at all. Please fill in the attached slip or write to me. Love, Santa. P.S. Mrs. Santa, the elves and Rudolph all say hi. And this was addressed to Holly Hall, Christmas Lane, the North Pole, dated the 1st of December. Down here, where you would cut it and send it off to Santa, was a questionnaire. Dear Santa, this year I have been, you've either been good, bad, or other. Please explain. And for Christmas, I would like either a surprise, nothing at all, or other. And then you have to explain. And there's Santa, his parents' hotline, North Pole. Dear Santa, thank you for your letter. I ran out of space on the slip, so I'm writing instead. I have been mostly good this year, but Mum and I went to the shops today and brought an advent calendar to remind me to be specially good from now on. I don't know about the parent hotline. I hope we can start from today. I promise to be really good. What I'd like for Christmas is a new red bike with a very loud bell, please, from Michael. P.S. Mum says that this is going to be the best Christmas ever. She says something about a new edition. I think she must mean my new red bike. And his reply to Santa's form was, Dear Santa, this year I have been, and then ticked good, but he also crossed off other. I was a bit naughty last Tuesday. For Christmas, I would like, and then he put other, red bike, but one with a very loud, and that's all he wrote. Look, my advent calendar has an angel in it, and Mum says I have to be like one for all of Advent. Dear Santa, I'm writing to say sorry because there was a bit of a mishap today. Mum was chatting and I was really bored, but I didn't mean for Bruno's lead to get tangled around all those legs. It was just funny, he wrote, and then he scribbled it out, seeing him pretend to be a bird. If I'm not allowed to have the red bike after all that falling over, could I have new clothes, please? People keep sending us old ones, but they're too small for me and they're all pink. From Michael. Today I had a robin, like the ones in the park. Dear Santa, I am writing to explain about the noisy game. Mum was asleep and Dad was reading the papers. I went to play the noisy game in the garden with Bruno. We forgot about Mum being asleep. I was winning when Mum opened her bedroom window wearing her crossest expression. I expect I can't have new clothes now, but could I have a drum instead? Just a small one. Dad says it's okay as long as Mum is always out when I play it. From Michael. P.S. Mum had pickled onions, peanut butter and chilies for lunch today. Yuck. I wish it would snow, then we could make a snowman which wouldn't be noisy at all. Dear Santa, Mum and Dad decorated the nursery today. I think they're going to turn it into a playroom for me and my little brother. I did try to be good and help. I'm really sorry about all the glue on the carpet, but Bruno got a bit overexcited. I expect I'm not allowed the drum now, so please may I have a train set for the new playroom instead. From Michael, my little brother Tommy. P.S. I wish Christmas would hurry up. Mum says she can't give me a piggyback until after Christmas. There was a ball in my calendar this morning, but Dad says we have to wait a while before we decorate our tree after the decorating disaster today. Dear Santa, it was great fun to see you at your grotto. I know you said I could probably have the train set, but, well, there was another mishap. Granny and Grandad had arrived and everyone is asleep all the time. Granny keeps telling Mum to rest, but Mum gets more naps than Grandad at the moment. Anyway, Bruno and I just wanted them to play disguises with us. I promise I won't draw on anyone again. If I'm definitely not allowed the train set, could I just have a book? From Michael. P.S. If I'm allowed a book, could I have one about disguises? Look, a reindeer like the ones we saw today outside the grotto. And here's a picture of him drawing faces onto his mum and daddy. Dear Santa, we all decorated the tree today. It looked brilliant, but then something happened. Bruno ate all the chocolates. I tried to hide the wrappers, but Mum found them, so I'm on the naughty step. Bruno is in the garden too, partly because he's in disgrace and partly because he's being sick. I know I won't be allowed a book anymore, so can I just have some more chocolate for the tree? From Michael. P.S. Dad's brought my old cot down from the loft. I think he's going to make Bruno sleep in it so he can't eat the tree chocolates again. The tree in today's advent picture isn't as good as ours. I don't know, it's got a nice tree, but not as well decorated as their tree. Dear Santa, I just saw Grandad pick up the phone, so I thought I had better write and explain in case he was calling the parent hotline. Granny and Grandad took me carol singing today. Granny did tell me to stay still, but I just wanted to investigate the dark a bit. I only picked one candle up, but they were all sort of attached. Mum says not to ask for chocolates because Bruno will just eat them again. So could I just have a torch, please? From Michael. P.S. Mum and Dad keep reading names out loud. It's so boring. Could you send them a storybook for Christmas? Today's advent picture was you. Dear Santa, today Mum let me help her decorate our cake. It was Bruno's idea to check the marzipan was tasty. I didn't think Mum would notice, but she did. If I'm not allowed a torch now, could you please just make Mum's tummy smaller so she's easier to cuddle? From Michael. P.S. It's nearly Christmas Eve and I want to try to stay awake to say hello, but Mum says you won't come if I don't go to sleep. Is that true? Look, my advent picture was of a Christmas cake too. I'm keeping it away from Bruno though. Dear Santa, Dad just said something about the parent hotline and he wasn't smiling, so I'm writing to explain. Dad said he wanted to go for a ride on Christmas Day, so I cleaned his bike at present. I didn't know the little screws that rolled away were important. I know I haven't been very good, so could I please just have a very loud bell for Christmas? I'll try to be good enough for the red bike next year. From Michael. P.S. We're going to hospital now. Dad said there's a big Christmas surprise there, so we've left your mince pies and carrots in the fridge. I really hope I'm allowed a present. I'm on my best behaviour today. I double promise. It's Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. Dear Michael, Merry Christmas. Thank you for all your letters. Our post elf has been kept very busy. As you were aware, things were not looking good for your Christmas list. However, a last-minute call on the parent hotline has changed everything. I heard how helpful you were when your mum was in hospital having your new baby sister. You completely made up for all the mishaps. You'll find your present underneath the Christmas tree. Love, Santa. P.S. I hope that the bell is loud enough. My elves had to wear earmuffs to test it. P.P.S. Your mum is right. I wouldn't have come if you hadn't gone to sleep, so it's just as well you were so tired. There's Michael with his new bell. Dear baby Annabelle, Merry Christmas. Welcome to our family. When you're big enough, I'll teach you how to ride a bike. This is Granny. This is Grandad. This is Mummy. This is Daddy. This is you. This is my new red bike and a very loud bell. This is my friend Tommy. P.S. Happy birthday. Love, your big brother Michael. Thank you so much for joining me, and I do hope you join me again for another story. See you soon. Bye.